ATN বাংলা এখনকার আয়োজন এডুকেশন আওয়ারে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগত। আমি সিরাজুল বাসি চৌধুরী আপনাদেরকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আমরা চলে আসলাম এক সপ্তাহ পর নতুন টপিক নিয়ে কথা বলার জন্য। আজকের টপিক এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমি আবার রিপিট করতেছি, এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমাদের ইয়াং পিপল কারা? যারা আমাদের নতুন প্রজন্মের ভেরি ইয়াং পিপল, যারা প্রাইমারি স্কুলে যায়, যারা সেকেন্ডারি স্কুলে যায়, এমনকি কলেজ ইউনিভার্সিটিতে। সো আমরা কথা বলবো what we are doing as adults, as parents, as guardians, to empower them to do better in life and also minimize our communication gap, have good relationships, and at the same time আমরা আশা করতেছি, we are expecting how our children, young people, they are growing up in this country, whether they are taking a lot of good examples from us or how are they communicating with us. So we'll be talking about young people. So আসুন তাহলে পরিচিত হই আমার চারজন অতিথির সাথে। আমার সর্ববামে বসে আছেন ডক্টর হাসনিন চৌধুরী। আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আপনি কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, and thank you for inviting us to the show.
Thank you very much for your time and everything.
Pleasure.
আমার বামে আরেকজন ইয়াং স্টুডেন্ট, এর আগে প্রোগ্রামে এসেছিল, আশাবরী রশিদ। Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Welcome to program. And on my right, Abir Islam. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Islam.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Education Hour. And finally, on my far right, Onuba Haq Sayed. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
How are you
assalam.
today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice to see you, all of you here. And today we have chosen this particular topic to talk about empowering young people. So you three are young people here. Obviously, one day we were very young, including Dr. Hasnin Chaudhry and myself. But now we became, I will not say older generation. I will say like we are not very young anymore. Maybe our mind is still young. What do you think?
Yes, very young at heart and mind.
Absolutely. So this is a very good topic actually, and we would like to know your views on how we are empowering you and also how we are maintaining the relationship with adults and young people. So Dr. Hasnin Chaudhry, this organization is called Liberty Arts, am I right?
Ji.
And you are one of the advisors.
Ji.
Okay, if I come to you very quickly, as an advisor, what kind of role? I'll talk about aims and objectives to some others. What kind of roles do you play?
Obviously, I'm a mom as well, so mom of young people, and the role I play is kind of supporting them, kind of at the beginning a little bit of hands-on, but then now it's all hands-off, guiding them, supporting them, talking to them about possibilities and that nothing is impossible. So it's about inspiring them so that they can go for their goal, go for their dream, and make something out of coming together as a group, having a voice for themselves, and actually making a stand in the community, in society. And so I hope I have been able to do that in terms of being there for them as an advisor, but it's actually more of a,
it's a good thing is what you mentioned about some kind of guidance, some kind of advice, rather than instructing them what to do, isn't it?
That's right.
Because sometimes we adults or British Bangladeshi adults, some of us, we feel we have to give instructions, maybe.
Yes.
Not very listening about what they would like to do, isn't it?
Yes, it's about the voice of the young people. Because that's the principle I try to lead my life by, but also in my workplace as well. And one of the things that I wanted to do is all the experiences I have gathered going through my life, going through the different stages, instead of them having to struggle and find out everything by themselves, if there's anything I could contribute, the links I have, the information I have, then that's a bonus really.
That's very good. We'll talk more. Onuba, if I come to you, we were talking about empowering young people. Obviously, as an advisor, Dr. Hasnin Chaudhry mentioned about her role. I just wanted to know, because as I mentioned, sometimes parents or guardians or some of us, I'm not saying everybody, we feel instructions is one thing and advising, we can see the difference between advising and guiding and instructions only. So this is very good. Liberty Arts. So how did you come up with the ideas of Liberty Arts, and what are kind of aims?
So actually, just to add to what you're previously talking about guidance, one of the issues that young adults of British Bangladeshi origin were finding, or the people that we've talked to anyway, there was a gap between the older generation and the young people, because as young adults, you're not quite children, but you're not quite adults yet. So there's a gap, a communication gap. So we as Liberty Arts, we feel that the aim of empowering young people and giving them a platform to express themselves, whether that's in performance and arts and media, we feel that it's a very important platform to give, because these young people sometimes can feel like they don't have a place in society, maybe. Especially, we also push kind of platforms through politics as well.
So it's like a, relationship, communications, empowerment, and also encouragement. So many things, and also communication with adults and young people,
Yes.
isn't it? What about the cultural sort of input? Are you going to do anything like that?
Yes, so I think for me personally, performance, arts and culture, they intertwine a lot. So for example, one of the performance pieces we did was a poem, but to celebrate different cultures, we did each stanza in a different language: Arabic, French, German, Bengali. So incorporating different cultures into our performance art pieces, it also helps expand our knowledge about different cultures. We also were recently doing a TV show which concentrated on a different culture each show, meaning that we had to research different cultures ourselves, which expanded our knowledge and our skills as well.
That's great. Ashabori, if I come to you, so I haven't asked you, I'll ask you about your role. Ashabori, what is your role in this particular arena, I would say? And, about the membership criteria, I mean, what is it for, who is it for, who can be the member, who can be doing the jobs with you?
So I was one of the founding members, and when we created this group, we wanted it to be for the youth, by the youth. So we wanted everything to be controlled by young people, so that we were able to make decisions by ourselves.
That's very
so
good.
One of my roles, because we're very big on the arts, we like performances and things like that. One of my roles, because I'm a dancer, I do a lot of choreography. I input in a lot of performances, doing dance pieces, dance dramas. We did a lot of that kind of stuff. For entry, membership criteria, you have to be a young person, obviously 11 to 21, and you have to be passionate about what we do. So you have to be passionate about cultural diversity and educating other people.
Showing your interest.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and teamwork. You have to be willing to work with other people and really be committed to this group.
So I can see it's a lot of, and one thing I very much like, I don't know about other people, maybe my audience also, so the viewers also will think about that, because he said the decision is made by young people, and they're making decision for themselves, and is a good way of learning how to make a decision and how to implement them.
Definitely.
And later on maybe you can do later on monitoring, and maybe you can see the progress or any kind of development you want to do in the near future.
Yeah, I think it's so important to give young people some kind of responsibility, because I feel there is a steep kind of step. Say once you get into university, suddenly you become an adult, and suddenly you have to do all these things by yourself. When you're a teen, you weren't given that much responsibility. But by being able to make decisions by ourselves now, learning from our mistakes and building on what we all know and putting our work together, it's helped us become more responsible and just better prepared for life.
Excellent. So you can think ahead many years after, maybe in 10 years or 15 years or whatever, even in your own life, when young people who will have their own family.
That's right.
Yes.
And I think Ashabori has touched a very important element, is the life skills.
Yes.
They're learning their life skills early, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to be able to give something to this group, because the life skills we have learned, I mean, coming from Bangladesh, we have learned everything much later than what would really help people here. In this country there's much more emphasis on learning life skills, not just passing your exams.
Yes.
So
This is very academic, isn't it? This is
very academic,
yes.
and going to university or going to job market,
Yes.
people look at what is your life skill, what kind of
Yes.
skills you have learned, like team working, being able to make decisions, leading on something like a project. But this is even bigger. It's about developing an organization from scratch.
That's very good. Abir Islam. if I come to you, obviously you are one of the members. So why did you join this group? Is there any reason in your mind, or are you one of the founding members as well?
No, I'm
No.
just a member.
So this is a very big question to you. Obviously Ashaburi is one of the founding members,
Yeah.
but you joined maybe later on.
Yeah.
So what attracts you to join in this particular group?
Well, when I was approached with the suggestion of joining the group, at first, thinking about it, I thought I wouldn't join this type of group. I'd probably be at home, like doing my own thing or doing whatever. But when I came to the first meeting, I felt like really welcomed. I felt like I was already part of the group, even though I didn't even sign up yet. And I thought that was really nice. And the projects that the group had been doing, so like dramas, parades and stuff, I thought it was really like, what's the word?
Only for fun and enjoyment? Or?
It's not really just for fun and enjoyment. Like, you'd have fun doing it, but I can
Worthwhile.
see, yeah, it's worthwhile. I can see that how it will help me develop skills in that will help me in the future.
Yes.
So as an adult, I'd probably be able to do things that I wouldn't have if I didn't join this group and help develop my skills. So I thought it's really helpful.
So initially you were kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? And then you become like 90% maybe.
Yeah.
And now probably you're 100%, am I right?
110.
Okay. So tell me a couple of things that you have enjoyed, or some kind of highlights. You can think about, okay, something we have been doing or they have been doing for many years, but something I really remember maybe forever or for many years to come.
I guess the one thing that I'll remember the most is the first drama I was a part of. So when I first joined, they were already doing a drama, and they asked if I wanted to be in it. So I thought, why not? Because the drama was about how it's about cultural differences,
Yes.
and how in school that although many teachers might not see it, some people get judged by their cultural differences. So you'd see people wearing, because some schools in college in the sixth form, they don't have a uniform, so see people dressed differently, and they would come in, say they'd come in their cultural attire, and some people, they do get bullied for it, because it's not, I wouldn't say it's because the people who are doing the bullying are just like mean, or I believe that they're arrogant, like they don't really understand it. So a group like this, it will allow the younger generation to understand culture and to believe that it's not really that different than their own. So
Absolutely. That's very, very good. Would you like to add something? You're smiling. I
Yeah,
can see that.
I think one of the main things with not understanding different cultures, the ignorance leads to
Yes.
hatred.
Yes. it is
And
indeed.
if
if you don't know about someone's culture, I mean, maybe you will prejudging something even
yes,
before.
use of prejudice
Yeah.
and discrimination.
Yes, absolutely.
And our group, the age group we're looking at, I think is very important, because
Yes.
later on in life it's difficult to
Yes.
change your preconceived ideas about certain people.
Absolutely, because that's why in this country they talk about integration. And integration in which way? Integration doesn't mean you only go to a particular restaurant or pub and have some drink and fun and laugh, but there are many other good things to share, to integrate in the society, isn't it? So something people can value that way. So we are talking about empowering young people, making decision making, life skills, and Liberty Arts aims and objectives. I know you have been doing so many good things. We'll see the few pictures. I mean, we don't have many pictures. We haven't uploaded few pictures. See the activities. আমরা কি কতগুলো ছবি দেখতে পারি? Just 5 seconds করে, please, if you don't mind. এখানে কি হচ্ছে? এখানে skills and knowledge.
That was a live. They had their own live TV show.
Live TV show. Okay.
Yeah. So
good.
that was focusing on education, career, skills, and knowledge.
This is something they're enjoying, are they?
They did a performance. So this is after the performance.
Okay,
And
good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh,
This is
some activities going on.
Yeah,
It's a drama.
it's a
also.
drama workshop. They were taking
Rehearsal.
part. Rehearsal.
Yes, very good. I can see everybody's in action.
Yeah, that's the another drama workshop after the workshop there. That's the group. You can see some of the multicultural people from different ethnic backgrounds there.
And
This is a performance they did at International Peace Day.
That's a
Yeah,
very
that was
good
again
one.
about equality and diversity.
Diversity. Yeah, this is very, very good.
They wrote the play themselves, directed it, choreographed it.
Yes.
So the whole thing was done by themselves based on their own research.
That's very good. Fantastic job. Sorry, we haven't uploaded you sent quite a few pictures. I'm sorry about that, but few pictures at least you can see that you have been doing such a wonderful job. And now, so how are you spreading, Ashaburi, if I come to you? I mean, obviously you are one of the members, founding members. How are you spreading sort of your activities to to attract young people? I mean, is there any kind? I know obviously we're talking here. Many people that are watching here, they might be interested to find out about what they're doing. I mean, is there any other way that you're?
Yeah, so we do a lot of performances, like as I said, so like drama performances, dance performances, and we did one actually at the Bangladeshi High Commissioner after the GCSE award ceremony.
Yes.
For people, A levels for people who had outstanding results. So that was like a very large audience of young people that we were able to speak to, and like to show like what we've done and like our dance drama and things like that. So every performance for us is a way to get new members, and also we all have like friends who we ask to join our group because it is a lot of fun. You do make a lot of friends, and it is like a really
good
like
networking as well.
Yeah, it's a good way to like spend time on the weekend, rather than like inside. You're out with your friends doing something productive, something that will help you in your life.
Okay, very good. If I come to you again, Abir Islam, what kind of support do you get from your parents? You join this group. Do you have good encouragement from your parents?
Yeah, every time I go to a meeting, come back, my mum asks me, what do I do? Like, how the meeting went, what I did. And she's told me on many occasions that she believes it's a good idea that I've joined this group, because me and her both know that if I didn't join this group, I'd probably be one of those people staying at home playing games or something. And so, yeah, I do believe it was a good choice that I...
So they're very supportive towards that, isn't it? Very quickly, because I'll say goodbye to you. Those young people are watching program tonight. What are you going to say about particular activities you are doing or you're involved in, or encourage them, to join or do this kind of group and maybe networking that can be helpful for the future?
I would say that when you hear drama or when you hear performances, you think of something boring, but really it's really fun to get into. And I believe that if someone does do a performance with us, they will have fun. There's no doubt about it that they will have fun. And I believe people will have fun if they joined.
Thank you very much. Dr. Hastin Chaudhry, I'll say goodbye to you as well. So as a parent, as an advisor, and I know you do so many other things as well. You are one of the managers in early years education in the borough, in London. So from your experience, what kind of advice would you like to give to the young people to involve in this kind of activities more and more in the future? Okay,
so to young people, I would say you will get, as Abir said, you'll get a lot of fun, but also you'll get so much skills like building your confidence, fantastic to put on your CV, whether you are applying for higher education or you are applying for a job, and your confidence level will go up. And I hope that it will make you much more aware of the community that you live in, be part of the society that you live in and contribute, give something back. We are all here to give something back, but in return you'll get so much more. So come and join and have fun with people of your age group, but also help to develop the next generation.
Thank you, Dr. Hastin Chaudhry. Welcome. And thank you, Abir Islam. Thank you very much. And Ashaburi, I will say, from this segment, I will say goodbye, but you'll be joining us in the last segment.
I will.
Okay. প্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা কথা বলছি আমাদের টপিক এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমাদের একটা ছোট্ট বিরতি যেতে হবে, বিরতির পর আবার দেখা হচ্ছে, আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। প্রিয় দর্শক, বিরতির পর আবার এডুকেশন আওয়ার আমরা কথা বলছি। আমাদের আজকের টপিক এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমি আবার রিপিট করতেছি, এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমাদের ইয়াং পিপলদেরকে এম্পাওয়ার করার জন্য আমরা কি করতেছি, এবং তারা আমরা শুনলাম প্রথম সেগমেন্টে how they are developing their skills, they are making their decisions for many things. Alongside their academic studies, they are doing a fantastic job to minimize the gap between generations, to have good communications among young people and with adults as well. So life skills and so many different things they are doing, activities, cultural activities, community activities. এই যে বিষয়গুলো আমাদের ইয়াং পিপলরা আমরা কীরকম এনকারেজ করতে পারি টু ইনভলভ ইন, টু মেক ডিসিশন অ্যান্ড টু ডু ফর দ্যার ওন এক্সপিরিয়েন্স অ্যান্ড ডেভেলপ দেয়ার কনফিডেন্স, এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আমাদের কথা। পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি এই সেগমেন্টে আমার আরও তিনজন অতিথি। আমার অন মাই ফার লেফট সাইদ আবিদ হুসেন কাজী। আসসালামু আলাইকুম and good evening. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm right, thanks.
Thank you very much and welcome to Education Hour.
Thank you.
And on my left here, another young student, Aditya Haq Saeed.
Hello,
Hello and good evening and assalamu alaikum. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good? I'm fine, thank you and welcome to Education Hour.
Thank you.
On my right, অনেক পরিচিত আমাদের একজন প্রিয় মানুষ। ওনাকে কমিউনিটির বিভিন্ন সময় বিভিন্ন কাজে, কালচারাল কমিউনিটির বিভিন্নভাবে ওনাকে আমরা দেখেছি, ভেরি অ্যাক্টিভলি ইনভলভ, অ্যান্ড নাও ডিফারেন্ট হ্যাট নিয়ে এখানে এসেছেন ইয়াং পিপলদের এনকারেজ করার জন্য। আই এম ভেরি প্রাউড টু ইন্ট্রোডিউস শাহাব আহমেদ বাচ্চু ভাই। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
কেমন আছেন আপনি?
ভালো, খুবই ভালো।
বাচ্চু ভাই, আপনাকে দেখে খুব ভালো লাগতেছে, বিশেষ করে ইয়াংদের সাথে। আপনি জানি বিভিন্ন কমিউনিটি অ্যাক্টিভিটিস, কালচারাল অ্যাক্টিভিটিস আপনি জড়িত বিভিন্নভাবে, বাট পার্টিকুলারলি সাপোর্টিং দিস ইয়াং গ্রুপ টু এম্পাওয়ার দেম টু ডু সামথিং গুড ফর দ্য ফিউচার ইজ রিয়েলি এনকারেজিং। অ্যান্ড অনুবাহ, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক। সো আমরা কথা বলতেছি বাচ্চু ভাই যে এই যে লিবার্টি যে গ্রুপ, যেটা তারা কাজ করতেছে ইয়াং পিপলদেরকে ইয়ে করার জন্য, এম্পাওয়ার করার জন্য, তো আপনি তো এই অর্গানাইজেশন একজন অ্যাডভাইজার। আচ্ছা, তো আপনার চোখে এদের যে এই দেশে বড় হওয়া বাচ্চাদের এই ধরনের একটা তারা যে একটা চিন্তা করতেছে, ডিসিশন মেকিং নিজে করতেছে, নিজেরা প্ল্যান করতেছে, ডেলিভার করতেছে, পারফরমেন্স করতেছে, মনিটরিং করতেছে, আপনার কেমন লাগে?
এটা খুবই ভালো, বিশেষ করে ডিসিশন মেকিং এবং সরাসরি নিজেরা কাজ করা, কারো মুখাপেক্ষী না থাকা সবচেয়ে ভালো জিনিস, এবং সেটা তারা করে যাচ্ছে। তারা নিজেরাই রিসার্চ করছে, গবেষণা করছে, কোনটা ভালো কোনটা মন্দ। আমরা যারা উপদেষ্টা আছি, আমরা তাদেরকে বলে দিচ্ছি এটা খারাপ হতো, এরকম করতে পারো, এটা রিসার্চ করো, এই ওয়েবসাইটে যাও, পসিবিলিটিস। বাট আমরা তাদেরকে ডাইরেক্টলি কোনো হেল্প করছি না। সেটা হচ্ছে সুইটনেস অফ দিস organization.
Not dictating them what
Not
to
dictating
do.
them at all. They are decision maker.
এই যে বিষয়টা, এটা কিন্তু খুব সাংঘাতিক আসলে। তখন তারা নিজেরাই বলবে যে আমরা এটা, আমার উপর একটা চাপ আসছে, আই হ্যাভ টু মেক এ ডিসিশন। পাঁচজনের গ্রুপ, হয়তো পাঁচজন কাজ করতেছে, একজন কোঅর্ডিনেট করতেছে, একজন একটা মনিটরিং করতেছে, আরেকজন হয়তো নোট নিতেছে, আরেকজন হয়তো বা রিপোর্ট লিখতেছে, তাই না? দেয়ার আর ডিফারেন্ট ওয়েজ অফ ডুইং দিস।
জি, এখানে একটা কথা বলি, যখন আমরা কনস্টিটিউশন আমরা তৈরি করছিলাম, আমরা স্বাভাবিকভাবে অনেকে হয়তো অফ দ্য শেলফ, মানে অলরেডি আছে, সেটা নাম পরিবর্তন করে সাধারণত একটা কনস্টিটিউশন তৈরি করে, কাট এন্ড পেস্ট করে। আমরা ওরা সেটা করেনি। তারা রিসার্চ করেছে, বিভিন্ন ধরনের অর্গানাইজেশন সম্পর্কে জেনেছে, তারপর তারা নিজেরাই লিখেছে, তারপর সেটা এখন কনস্টিটিউশন আকারে আমরা এটা প্রকাশ করেছি। সেটাই হচ্ছে এই অর্গানাইজেশন। They are empowered.
Absolutely. If I come to you, Saeed Abid Hussein Kazi, yeah. So are you one of the members?
I just joined recently.
Recently?
About a year ago, yeah.
So what attracts you to join this group?
Well, when I first came, I witnessed the group partaking in I think it was like a live audience type of show.
Okay.
So I was there for the first time witnessing this, and I think the main thing that attracted me towards the group was I sensed this type of belonging.
Belonging.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I guess that's what made me want to join the group.
And did you notice any kind of benefits since you're joining, or any kind of activities that really is, oh, this is wow, this is great? Maybe a charity work, maybe a drama, maybe something, or maybe part of group that did something amazing.
I think the thing that sticks to mind is probably the first time I hosted a show with Aditya. That was like I was nervous, obviously, but it was a very eye-opening experience. It allowed me to boost my confidence, and yeah, I learned a lot from that.
That's great. And now you're feeling more confident than before, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Aditya, so are you one of the founding members?
Yeah.
Definitely, I can see you're smiling, more about that. So I would like to hear more from you, about so far, you have been doing, as far as we know from the first segment, so many activities.
Yeah.
I would like to hear 3 kind of highlights since you have started, and your own experience as a member, founding members, you have seen. I know you did maybe 15 things, but something really it is striking in your mind like three things?
Well, first, when I first got involved, I was kind of thrown into the deep end. I had to do a pitch, and I didn't think I could do it.
Can I interrupt? Why did it feel that you were deep, sort of in an ocean or somewhere? You mentioned deep.
Yeah, because I had to do a pitch suddenly. I didn't. I joined the organization, and suddenly we had to pitch something, right? And I didn't think I had the confidence to. So initially, I was thinking, oh, this might be challenging for me. But then after being with like-minded people like myself, it made me more at ease while I did the pitch, and I felt like that sort of ease has carried through all of the activities we've done, and so that has made me more comfortable in the future stuff that I had done after that pitch. So I think that initial pitch was what had set the tone for the rest of the activities that I had done in the future.
Wow. You are smiling, I can see. You are very, Anubhai, you are very, very, but I have a question here for you. So well, if I ask you, as a person, what kind of help you think, as a person, you have developed your personal skills or something very, very personal, like you felt through these activities, or not this or these activities, with other people, interacting with them, joining with them, or doing with them, what kind of benefit you personally have earned?
So the first one is most definitely, as the boys have said earlier, confidence. Confidence is something you gain from experience. So through these experiences you gain confidence, and confidence leaks through to everything in your life.
Right.
So it really is life-changing. And then the second thing would be being able to talk to different people, whether that's adults or children. The ability to talk to adults is something that a lot of employers have said they found lacking in this generation. Young people cannot communicate effectively a lot of the time.
Is there a reason for that? Why? I mean, I would like to hear from, maybe you can finish and then I can ask you too as well. I mean, we'd like to find out this. I know within the short time we won't be able to discuss more, but at least we need to know a bit. Carry on.
I think one of the reasons is, again, experience.
Right.
If you are not experienced in talking to different people, you will of course find it difficult. And also one of the other benefits I found was because I'm pursuing higher education, I want to go to university, I had to fill out a UCAS application. So you have to write a personal statement stating things that you've done. And Liberty Arts, the kind of confidence you gain from this organisation, as well as all the various activities, works very well in this education system. It takes you far because, as in the previous segment Dr. Haseen Chowdhury had mentioned, you need to have life skills. It's like a commodity almost in this education system.
Absolutely. Do you agree with what she said?
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
100% agree, yeah?
100%, yeah.
But there are still, we can see the gap. I mean, one question, I mean, any of you can take on board.
Sure.
We are still facing generation gaps, because we are now, I think minorities here, maybe fourth generation or third generation we are running now. So sometimes people say, well, whether we are passing on from one generation to another generation, good practice, good role model, good memories, good stories, good history, are we doing enough? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like we're in terms of where we are now, I feel like everyone, not just this group solely, but everyone can do their part to sort of educate each other to close this sort of generation gap, because I feel like education and knowledge is, I feel like they're two very powerful tools.
Yes.
And if we're able to educate people and then tell them to go on and carry on that, sort of like a chain event. I feel like that would.
Yeah, and also when you do cultural thing, a lot of things you can bring in from, your roots, like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. You can bring in rich cultures. Here the programs you're running. So these sort of good stories, histories you can pass on. Yeah. What do you think, Aditya?
I think I think culture for young people is actually hard to get across. Personally, I feel like
because you are living in different
ideas. I have different ideas, and I'm more interested in other things as well as my own cultural background. but with an organization with other people like that, you can kind of merge the two together.
Yes.
With our advisors, obviously helping us in the understanding our culture more, being able to put the two together, our current interests, which is always changing for young people, because the world is always changing with new things. Putting those two together, linking it towards our culture is a lot easier in an organization like this. Helps us understand our culture a lot more, and allows us to explore what we like alongside that. I
Yes,
think
and also you don't have to take everything from the cultures. You can take some good elements from there, because here time is very limited. So obviously, you are living in a country where you are living in many cultures together in the community. So whatever main things you can take on board is great, isn't it? আমি যদি বাচ্চু ভাই আপনার কাছে আসি, আপনি বিভিন্ন কালচারাল এবং কমিউনিটি অ্যাক্টিভিটি নিয়ে অনেক ব্যস্ত থাকেন, কিন্তু আমরা দেখি যে আপনারা যে কাজ করতেছেন, আমরা কি মনে করি আমাদের অনেক প্যারেন্টস আমাদের কোয়ালিটি টাইম, এই যে ওরা যেটা বললো একটু সাপোর্ট, যেটা মন থেকে সাপোর্ট, এটা না শুধু এই করো আসি পিছনে পয়সা দিয়ে দিলাম, সেটা না।
আমরা সেটা করছি না অবশ্যই। আমরা প্রতিদিন তারা যে ডিসিশনগুলো নেয়, আমরা এটা করবো যে কোনো ইভেন্ট সাপোজ, তখন আমরা আমাদের একটা প্যারেন্ট গ্রুপ আছে, সেখানে তাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করি এবং তাদের মতামত আমরা সবসময় নিই, এবং কি কারণে এই ইভেন্টটা করা হচ্ছে বিস্তারিতভাবে তাদের সাথে আলোচনা করি, তাদের ওপিনিয়ন নিই। সেটা হচ্ছে আমাদের এই গ্রুপটার একটা বৈশিষ্ট্য। আমরা কোনো হাইড অ্যান্ড সিক গেমের মধ্যে নাই, বুঝছেন? যা করি একটা সরাসরি, এবং সব কিছুর মধ্যে একটা স্বচ্ছতা আছে, ট্রান্সপারেন্সি সব জায়গায় আমাদের, টপ টু বটম, যারা উপদেষ্টা আছে তাদের মধ্যে, আমাদের যে মেম্বার আছে তাদের মধ্যে, প্যারেন্টসদের মধ্যে। কাজে তারা যে কর্মসূচি নেয় সেটা হচ্ছে সমন্বিত কর্মসূচি, একটা মিলিত উদ্যোগ, সেটাই হচ্ছে বৈশিষ্ট্য।
So this is something good, and also other parents and community activities they can see এই যে বিষয়গুলো, যে এরকম গ্রুপগুলো হচ্ছে, তারা কমিউনিকেট করতেছে, তাদের নিজেরা ডিসিশন নিতেছে, এবং তারা অ্যাডভাইজারদের কাছ থেকে ভালো অ্যাডভাইস দিতেছে। দে আর নট ইগনোরিং, দে আর টেকিং গুড থিংস অন বোর্ড, অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম তারা নিজের ব্যাপারটা মনিটর করতেছে, এবং তারা প্রোগ্রাম ডেলিভারি করতেছে।
তারা প্রত্যেকটা প্রোগ্রামের পর আফটার এভরি ইভেন্ট তারা ইভালুয়েট করে, বুঝছেন, তাদের কোন জায়গায় দুর্বলতা, কোন জায়গায় তাদের সক্ষমতা আছে, বেশি আছে, এবং আরও বাড়াতে হবে, সেগুলো তারা নিয়ে বিস্তারিত আলোচনা করে, সেগুলো নোট করে, সেগুলো নিয়ে আপনার বিস্তারিত আলোচনায় চুলচেরা বিশ্লেষণ হয়।
Anuba, I know you are doing fantastic jobs, but what kind of support do you think we need to get more to enhance more activities? I'm not saying particularly in your group, maybe someone maybe organizes a group, but very difficult to survive sometimes. People can organize a group, but it is hard to sustain. This is something very difficult. If you don't do attractive activities, you won't be able to attract young people. Maybe you have 20 members, 20 will be there for 10 years. Can you see? So what can you do?
I think one benefit of Liberty Arts, one of the good things about Liberty Arts is that we are very open to other people's ideas. You need to move with the times, with the new people.
Excellent.
If the same 20 people are giving the same ideas and you're not listening to other people, then of course it's going to stay the same. If you listen to other people, if someone is interested in a new thing, you try out that idea, it will move along with. And also coming back to a previous point that you made about the generation gap. I think two things are quite important. One, for the older generation to be, as our advisors do, guidance, not commanding. And the second thing, for young people to be more open-minded. So there's certain things in Liberty Arts that I wouldn't have thought of, but perhaps one of the advisors would have thought of. So if you're open-minded, organizations can grow, I think, more fruitfully.
That's very good. We're coming towards the end of this segment. বাচ্চু ভাই, আমাদের প্যারেন্ট যারা ওয়াচ করতেছেন প্রোগ্রাম, বা গার্ডিয়ান বা আপনার আমার মতো যারা, তাদেরকে আপনি কি বলবেন যে এই যে ইয়াং পিপলদের সাথে কমিউনিকেশন গ্যাপটা বাড়াতে, বা বিশেষ করে তাদেরকে সাপোর্ট করার জন্য? আমরা কিন্তু সবাই বলে হ্যাঁ সাপোর্ট, আমরা কিন্তু পয়সা খরচ করতেছি, আমরা কিন্তু সাপোর্ট করতেছি, কিন্তু আমাদের সাপোর্টটা কতটুকু ইফেক্টিভ সেটা তো চিন্তা করার দরকার আছে। ওরা যদি আমাদের সাথে কমিউনিকেশন গ্যাপটা বেড়ে যায়, ওরা যদি ফিল করেন না আই ক্যান্ট কমিউনিকেট, অর দে ডোন্ট লিসেন টু মি,
আমরা কি করি? আমরা সাধারণত আগে যা বললাম, যে যাতে আমাদের প্যারেন্টস, আমাদের মেম্বার্স, এবং আমরা যারা বড়রা যারা অ্যাডভাইজার হিসেবে কাজ করি, তাদের মধ্যে একটা যোগাযোগ আছে, সবসময় যোগাযোগ আছে। আমরা খেয়াল রাখি তারা কি করছে না করছে প্রতিটি ক্ষেত্রে। কোনো সদস্য যদি আপনার কোনো ভুল ভ্রান্তি হয়, সেটা আমরা তৎক্ষণাৎ আমরা সবার মিলিতভাবে সবাই এটা শেষ করার চেষ্টা করি। এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের বৈশিষ্ট্য। আর প্রশ্ন করছিলেন আপনি
যে প্যারেন্টসদেরকে কি অ্যাডভাইস করবেন যারা ওয়াচ করতেছে?
হ্যাঁ, আমি প্যারেন্টদের এইভাবে বলবো, আপনাদের ছেলে মেয়ে যারা আছে তাদের আপনাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করুন। তাদেরকে অবশ্যই আমরা একটা আমাদের নিজস্ব শেকড় ভুলে নয়, তা আমাদের শেকড়ের কথা সবসময় স্মরণ রেখে আমরা এগিয়ে যাব। সেখানে কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ আমরা কোনো সময় করব না। আমরা মনে করি যদি এটা মাল্টিকালচারাল অর্গানাইজেশন, এর মানে এই নয় আমাদের শেকড়কে আমরা ভুলে যাব। প্রত্যেকেই তাদের নিজস্ব কালচার, নিজস্ব সংস্কৃতি, আচার, রীতিনীতি সব কিছু নিয়ে এখানে আসবে। কাজে এখানে কোনো আমাদের কালচারের সাথে কোনো কনফ্লিক্ট নাই। কাজে নিঃসন্দেহে কোনো মানে কোনো এখানে কোনো ইয়ে নাই, কি বলবো এটাকে, হেজিটেশন না করে আপনারা আপনাদের ছেলে মেয়েকে হ্যাঁ আমাদের কাছে পাঠাতে পারেন। এই সদস্য হওয়ার জন্য তাদেরকে পাঠাতে পারেন অবশ্যই, এবং অবশ্যই আমরা প্রতিটি ক্ষেত্রে আপনাদের সাথে পরামর্শ করব।
That's very good. Anuba, before say goodbye to you as well, I would like to hear from you about any future plan in the pipeline, something maybe you are thinking or maybe group is thinking to do in order to attract more people or in order to do even better in the future.
So far we've only been working as part of other people's programs. So one of our future plans is to make our own program, meaning from the organizing to the performance. Program meaning we have a theme and then we collect different performance art pieces and things and we present it to the public. So we want to start from start to finish our own program, and so far the theme is something to do with youth and the arts. So that's in the future.
But I know I can see, but very quickly, I don't know whether probably you can touch as well. You need funding for those sort of programming, isn't it? তারা কি ধরনের সরি আপনাকে ভেরি কুইকলি ফান্ডিং এর ব্যাপারটা কি রকম মানে আপনারা ম্যানেজ করেন?
আচ্ছা, আমরা ফান্ডিং আপাতত আমরা সদস্যদের যারা আছে প্যারেন্টসদের কাছ থেকে আমরা নিচ্ছি, আমরা ফান্ডিং করছি এই মুহূর্তে। আমাদের ভবিষ্যৎ প্ল্যান হলো, তারা এখন রিসার্চ করছে কিভাবে ফান্ডিংগুলো আনা যায়, বিভিন্ন ফান্ডিং বডির সাথে তারা যোগাযোগ করছে রিসেন্টলি, এবং আশা করছি আমরা কিছুদিনের মধ্যে কিছু ফান্ডিং পাবো আমরা।
Because what Anuba mentioned about very good start to beginning to end, you have to have your own program rather than performing. So you need to do something in a bigger scale.
Yes.
But I think this is very good to hope it will happen in the future. So thank you very much, Anuba.
Thank you.
And Shahabuddin Bachuwai, thank you very much for coming and giving valuable input to this particular program, Empowering Young People. Thank you. প্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা কথা বলছি Empowering Young People. আমরা কথা বলছি কিভাবে আমরা ইয়াংদেরকে, এই জেনারেশনকে এম্পাওয়ার করতে পারি, তারা যেন নিজেরা নিজেদের ডিসিশন মেক করতে পারে, স্কিলস ডেভেলপ করতে পারে, লাইফ স্কিল ডেভেলপ করতে পারে, ডিসিশন মেকিং করতে পারে। দে ক্যান ডেলিভার এ প্রজেক্ট, দে ক্যান বি টুগেদার and to live in the society, keep their own culture and also make good connections with adults and other generations as well. এই যে বিষয় নিয়ে কথা বলতেছি, আমরা চাই আপনারাও চেষ্টা করবেন আপনাদের ছেলেমেয়েদেরকে এনকারেজ করতে। আমাদের একটা ছোট্ট বিরতি যেতে হবে, বিরতির পর আবারও দেখা হচ্ছে, আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। আবার এডুকেশন আমরা কথা বলছি, আমাদের আজকের টপিক এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমি আবার রিপিট করতেছি, এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমরা কীরকম আমাদের ইয়াং জেনারেশনের স্টুডেন্টদেরকে, বাচ্চাদেরকে আমরা সাহায্য করতেছি, হেল্প করতেছি, তাদের আর নিজের দায়িত্ব নিজে নিতে, সিদ্ধান্ত, কাজ, ডিসিশন যেটা বলতেছেন আপনারা, রাইট পাথ, লাইফ স্কিলস, মনিটরিংয়ের বিষয়টা, ইভ্যালুয়েট করার এই যে বিষয়গুলো তারা কীরকম নিচ্ছে, এবং বিভিন্ন জেনারেশনের সাথে আমাদের যে অনেক গ্যাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, হাউ ক্যান ইউ মিনিমাইজ দ্য গ্যাপ। আমরা কথা বলতেছি to minimize the gap between young generation and older generation. At the same time, how we are helping them, we as parents as well as community activists and guardians, helping our young children, young people to get empowered, as well as minimize our communication gap within ourselves. আমার কথা বলতেছি চারজন আমাদের সাথে অতিথি ছিলেন, এখন আর চারজন নতুন আসলেন, তিনজন। আমি বলবো আশা করি ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক again. And on my far right আমাদের অত্যন্ত পরিচিত, উনি পেশায় একজন অ্যাকাউন্টেন্ট, ওনার নিজের ফার্মও আছে। বিভিন্ন সময় আমরা বিভিন্ন সময় বিভিন্ন প্রোগ্রামও দেখেছি। সৈয়দ আরিফ হোসেন কাজী একজন প্যারেন্ট হিসেবে এখানে এসেছেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
কেমন আছেন?
ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ অ্যান্ড ওয়েলকাম টু এডুকেশন।
প্লেজার।
Thank you very much. And on my left, Aditya is still sitting. Yeah. So welcome back, Aditya.
Thank you.
And on my far left, Fahim Adam. Good evening.
Evening. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So welcome to Education Hour. We are talking about empowering young people. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So today's topic is very good in terms of how we minimize our generation gaps between different generations, empowering young people, how elderly or adults can help young people to get empowered, and also, you know, they can make their own decisions. And I know Liberty Arts has been doing fantastic jobs. So are you one of the members of Liberty Arts?
Yeah, I'm one
When
of
did you
the
join?
members. I joined, I think around September last year.
September last year. So it's like about a year now, nearly
Yeah,
a year.
nearly a year.
And have you been enjoying your, you know? the-
Yeah, I've been enjoying my experience
Experience,
with
yeah.
Liberty Arts.
Okay.
It's been a nice time. I've done like loads of events like since I've been really participating,
Mhm.
and they've made me feel like really welcome whilst I've been with them. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us about some of the activities you have been doing and you thought, yes, I enjoyed.
So the first activity I ever did whilst when I joined was to do with celebrating differences within communities. So for that we performed in front of a crowd of about 1,000 people.
1,000 people.
Yeah, no, 1,000
Big
people.
number.
About it's a drama piece on a school, and I acted as a teacher. And what we did was we showed that there's a clash between two cultures, especially like the more westernized audience and people who are more in touch with their roots, and that at the end of the day, like there really isn't that much of a gap. If we think about it carefully, there's not much difference between any of us.
So was it a very good show? People enjoyed?
Yeah, people did enjoy it. Yeah, it was a
And
good show.
what about, say, for example, I know you enjoyed, you took part. What about your siblings? Do you have any siblings and brothers, sisters?
Yeah, one brother,
Okay.
younger.
Did they attend, or any your parents?
No, he couldn't attend.
Was busy.
no, yeah.
Do you have enough support from your parents to involve in this kind of activities?
Yeah, my parents, my mother does support me when I come towards any of these meetings. She does ask me what I do every time I attend one of the meetings,
Right.
and she does help me with like just in general, like what I practice at home, especially for the drama piece.
That's very good. সৈয়দ আরিফ হোসেন কাজী ভাই, আমি আপনার কাছে আসি, একটু বাংলায় বলি, আমরা ইংলিশে কথা বলতেছি, আমি বাংলা ইংলিশে বলতে পারেন, তার বাংলায় বললে একটু আমাদের যারা অন্যান্য দর্শক আছেন একটু, ইফ ইউ ডোন্ট মাইন্ড।
জি জি, আমি বাংলায়
Please.
বলবো, যেহেতু এটা আমাদের বাংলাদেশের একটা প্রতিষ্ঠান,
জি,
এটি বাংলা
আমি খুব
টিভি।
খুশি হব আর কি।
হ্যাঁ, আমি চেষ্টা করবো বাংলা বলার জন্য।
আপনি অ্যাজ এ প্যারেন্ট, যে আপনার যে সাপোর্ট, আপনি যেটা দেখছেন লিবার্টি আর্ট যেটা করতেছে, আপনার কোন কোন বিষয়ে আপনার কাছে খুব ভালো লাগে এবং কোন কোন বিষয়ে আপনি হেল্প করেছেন এবং করতে চাচ্ছেন?
জি, আমি ফাহিম যেটা একটু আগে বললো যে 1000 অডিয়েন্সের সামনে তারা একটা পারফরমেন্স সেখানে করেছে, এবং এইখান থেকে যদি আমরা এটা নেই, এই এক্সাম্পলটা যদি আমরা নেই ফাহিমের, ইউকে is a cosmopolitan country now. এখানে পার্টিকুলারলি লন্ডনে বিভিন্ন দেশ থেকে, বিভিন্ন কালচার থেকে আমরা এখানে আসি লন্ডনে। তো এই যে বিভিন্ন কালচারের ভিতরে বিভিন্ন ভালো জিনিস, ভালোই আছে, আবার অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম বিভিন্ন কালচারের ভিতরে আমরা কিছু খারাপ জিনিসও দেখি। কিন্তু আমরা যখন কথা বলি, যখন হাইলাইট করি, তখন কিন্তু বিভিন্ন কালচারের খারাপ জিনিসটাকে আমরা অনেক সময় তুলে নিয়ে আসি। এই জিনিসটা কিন্তু আমাদেরকে অ্যাজ এ হারমোনি, আমাদের একটা সোসাইটি হিসাবে এখানে বসবাস করার জন্য আমাদের যে হারমোনি দরকার, এই হারমোনি আমরা অ্যাচিভ করতে পারবো যদি ইফ উই লুক ইনটু দ্য পজিটিভ সাইড অফ দ্য ডিফারেন্ট কালচার। ডিফারেন্ট ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডের, ডিফারেন্ট কালচারের থেকে যে ভালো যে জিনিসগুলি আছে, এই জিনিসগুলো থেকে যদি আমরা ফোকাস করি, এবং ইফ উই ক্যান মেক এ কমন প্ল্যাটফর্ম ফর এভরিবডি, তাহলে আমাদের নেক্সট জেনারেশন, এই যে যারা এখন ব্রট আপ হচ্ছে, ইফ দে লার্ন দিস থিংস, then how to live together, how to live in a cosmopolitan city, how to live in a cosmopolitan country.
Absolutely.
If they can learn it, they can pick it, we will have a better society in the future. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
আপনি যে খুব সুন্দর করে বললেন যে এই দেশে যে এটা ডাইভার্স, আমার মনে হয়
জি।
ওয়ান অফ দ্য বেস্ট কান্ট্রিজ ইন দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড,
জি।
আমি বলবো ইন টার্মস অফ ডাইভার্সিটি। আমরা যখন বাংলা, when we were brought up in Bangladesh, I'm talking about myself,
জি।
we haven't seen many cultures there, maybe one or two,
Yeah.
you know, and not many people from other religions.
জি।
But in this country, people living with different religions, people without religions, people from different cultures, and is a, you know, as you mentioned,
জি,
most cosmopolitan.
আমি
Yeah.
যদি একটু বলি, যেমন এদের এইখানে যদি আমরা দেখি যে if we want to go out for meal, how many variety we have here? We have Chinese, we have Indonesian, we have Indian, we have Turkish,
Caribbean, whatever.
Caribbean, we have many choice.
And European law.
And many choice. একটা ডিফারেন্স যেটা আপনি বললেন যে বাংলাদেশেও আমরা ডিফারেন্ট কালচার দেখি না। হ্যাঁ, বাংলাদেশে যদি আমাদের বিভিন্ন রেস্টুরেন্ট আছে, কিন্তু ডিফারেন্স হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশে যখন আমরা খেতে যাব ওইখানে সে বাঙালি শেফ, সে ডিফারেন্ট স্টাইলে কুক করার চেষ্টা করে, কিন্তু বিউটি অফ দিস লন্ডন সিটি অর ইউকে, এখানে আমরা Chinese food will be cooked by the Chinese people, Turkish food will be cooked by the Turkish people, and আমরা যারা খাওয়ার জন্য যাই আমরা কিন্তু সবগুলা স্বাদ পাচ্ছি এখানে, তাই না? দ্যাট ইজ দ্য বিউটি অফ এ কসমোপলিটন টাউন। কিন্তু এইখানে আমাদের বসবাস করতে হলে উই হ্যাভ টু লিভ উইথ দ্য হারমোনি, উই হ্যাভ টু সি দ্য পজিটিভ সাইড অফ দ্য কালচার, যেটা এরা পিক আপ করছে এখন। লিবার্টি আর্ট ফ্যান্টাস্টিক ইনিশিয়েটিভ, যেটা এরা যে ইস্যুতে ফোকাস এবং এদেরকে যেভাবে ট্রেন করা হচ্ছে যে লুক এট দ্য পজিটিভ সাইড
Absolutely.
অ্যান্ড লিভ টু লার্ন ইন হারমোনি, কিভাবে মাল্টিকালচারাল সোসাইটিতে আমরা কিভাবে লিভ করতে পারি, উইদাউট এনি কালচারাল অর এনি রেশিয়াল কনফ্লিক্ট, উই ক্যান লিভ অ্যাজ ওয়ান নেশন।
Thank you very much. That's very good. Ashamori, if I come to you, I know we talked about the future plan. Already I asked before, but I'm going to ask both of you, three of you as well. And obviously there are things in the pipeline going to happen in the future. You can highlight that. And also, what are you hoping to achieve as part of the wider goal of Liberty Arts?
So personally, as a wider goal from Liberty Arts, I wanted to be like more skilled. I wanted to have the experience of working with other people, working on projects together, and having that chance to make decisions by myself for myself. So one of the upcoming projects that we have is a theatre performance.
Theatre performance.
Yes. So as a dancer, I will be hopefully taking like a leading role in choreographing some of the dances for it. So being able to make the song choices, being able to choreograph it myself, I think that's like an unbelievable experience for me to have at this age, because you don't really get that kind of responsibility anywhere else. So yeah.
That's very good. Do you have connection with any other organizational agencies that are doing same kind of activity? Do you have any chance? I'm not saying in London, maybe other parts of this country, because this country, many big cities are.
Yep. So I personally am in touch with the youth council of our local borough and some other organizations in the Bengali community as well, such as networks to do with river saving and stuff like that. So I do have connections not only within the country but also in Bangladesh, which I can share with the rest of the organization. It allows us to communicate with a lot more different people like that.
Excellent. I mean, you mentioned about you joined last year, a year ago, Fahim. Obviously, will you carry on doing your activities as you mentioned about in front of 1,000 people you perform and you felt that way, you are really empowered and you are really feeling good?
I've been practicing. Obviously, we as a group we've gone to many drama workshops and stuff like that. We've.
So do you enjoy doing drama? I mean, which one is your strength? I know you can do all of the things, but which one you like to do?
For me personally, drama is a strength, but Liberty Arts allows you to explore many other mediums.
Yeah, they're doing music, they're doing drama, dance, it's not limited, isn't it?
Yeah,
so obviously you can develop skills in drama, then going to perform and doing other things as well at the same time. Are you going to encourage your friends and you have a sibling as well to join the group and do this sort of activity with the group, or maybe the other group as well?
Yeah, of course. Eventually I'll try my best. I've been trying my best to bring new members into the group. I think as a collectively we've all been trying to bring new members in for some time now, it's slowly getting bigger, and I think Liberty Arts is just going to...
And I asked this question before as well. Do you still see the gap within the generations? I know we have good, parents are supportive, guardians are supportive, particularly ethnic minorities, people are very supportive to each other. They're doing this, but still there's a gap, generation gap. Can you see that? Sometimes with the communication, I'm talking about the communication when you explain something, sometimes parents, they dictate things. I mean, good thing about this organization, they let you do your own decision. They don't dictate things. They don't say you do this, you do that. They might give you some advice.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So what I'm asking, do you see in the society still there is a kind of stigma?
In society generally, because that's just like the way things have always been. So for example, as you go to school, you always listen to people above you or who are older than you. However, I feel like with Liberty Arts, it kind of helps you bridge that gap. Like you're not just being told what to do. You're kind of collaborating with the older generation to decide what's your next move as a team.
So it's like showing, tolerance, showing sort of respecting either and only and listening as well. Is not like always dictating, and also putting your views forward. What do you think, Asha?
Yeah, I think maybe it's a really good word there, collaborating. I think that's a big part of our organization, because it's not like one person dictates the entire thing. We all pitch in our ideas, we all critique each other, we all help each other get better.
Yeah. I mean, during the first segment, we have shown some pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can show these pictures again, just the 5 of the pictures you have shown. Can you go to see those 5 pictures again, just for a few seconds? Maybe we'll come back to it in a minute. Before that, Aditya, personally, what do you do? Do you go to university, college?
I'm going to go to university.
Okay.
Start in September.
Okay. What about yourself?
Same. September.
Wallah. Ashabudi?
I'm going to year 13 in September.
Year 13 as well. So what time do you do this stuff? I'm not asking, I know all of you are going to college and universities, but do you have any particular time in a week you do these activities or plan for activities?
So we try to have as many meetings as we can, but obviously it's difficult during exam season. We're all at that age where we need to, focus on our studies.
Yes.
But we do, in the summer, we're having regular meetings. We're trying to see each other as often as we can to get things sorted so that we know what we're going to do for the rest of the year.
Okay. Can we watch those pictures, please? Thank you. Very quickly. Yeah, this is Skills, one of the programs you went to. They talked about that. And the next one, this is a group activity, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is after a performance.
Performance.
This was the performance that Fahim was talking about, where we did it in front of a crowd.
Kind of review, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So this was one of the rehearsals for the performance where they were practicing the scene.
Everybody's in a mood of activity. And
yeah, it's at the same rehearsal.
Same rehearsal,
the entire
yeah.
group.
You guys are together having a good time. And this is
one of our, I
performances.
think, our first performance in front of an audience. It was one of our dance dramas. So yeah, that was the end of that one.
So this is very good. আমি কাজী ভাই আমি আপনার কাছে আবার আসি, আপনার একটা রিমার্ক নিব যে আমরা ওদেরকে আর কি করতে পারি এজ এ প্যারেন্ট হিসাবে, আপনি একজন প্যারেন্ট, আপনি কিও এনকারেজ করতে পারেন যে ওরা আরো, এরা করতেছে ভেরি গুড, বাট অনেক সোসাইটি দেখা যাচ্ছে, অনেক আমাদের ইয়াং সোসাইটি অনেক জায়গায় সেটা হচ্ছে না। দে আর ভেরি ফরচুনেট, দে আর ডুইং ইট, বাট আমরা চাই যে সব জায়গায় এইরকম আমাদের বাচ্চারা বা ইয়াং জেনারেশন এইরকম এম্পাওয়ার হয়ে এরকম গড়ে উঠুক, তাই না? আমরা কি করতে পারি?
এটা অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা প্রশ্ন। যেহেতু আমরা এখন ডিজিটাল যুগে,
জি,
and everybody is busy with gadget, digital, as we can see, wherever you see it. Particularly this young generation, they are always busy with their mobiles. So what we're losing from here is the social skill, the communication skill. So to judging other person who I'm talking to. So এই যে সোশ্যাল স্কিলগুলো যেগুলো এদের ভিতরে ডেভেলপড হওয়া দরকার ছিল, এই ডেভেলপমেন্টগুলো তখনই সম্ভব যখন এদেরকে আমরা ওই ব্যারিয়ার থেকে তাদেরকে বের করে নিয়ে আসতে পারি। আমরা এটা বলছি না যে তারা সবসময় একদম গ্যাজেট বাদ দিয়ে এইদিকে চলে আসুক বা এই স্কিল শিখুক, ইটস নট দ্যাট। ওটাও ইকুয়ালি ইম্পর্টেন্ট, কিন্তু তার ফাঁকে ফাঁকে যদি এই ধরনের ইনিশিয়েটিভ, ইফ দে কাম অ্যান্ড জয়েন উইথ দিস সর্ট অফ ইনিশিয়েটিভ, আর্ট, drama, dance, which they will enjoy and they will learn at the same time. So if you enjoy what you are learning, you will never get bored. You don't need this mobile phone always in your hand. You don't need YouTube. Yeah, this is a fantastic idea. Yeah, if we can bring them in and we can give them something that they enjoy, they like it, they perform it, and through that they can learn the social skills.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Syed. Arif bhai, I will take your last comment, 30 seconds, 20 seconds per person maybe. Say, I will say generally, what would you like to say to the audience, those that are watching the program, young people like your age watching the program tonight, about your Liberty Arts and the activities you have been doing? Just your last remark.
Okay, well, you can join us. We do all sorts of stuff. Even if you think you won't like it, most likely you will, because all sorts of different young people doing the same sort of things, like drama. We did our own TV show. We're always doing something. It's a lot of fun. Just join.
Thank you very much, Fahim.
I feel like generally, if you just look within your own community, even if you can't get to Liberty Arts, for example, I feel like if you try hard enough, you can do as many activities as we do as a group. You just gotta get out there and look out.
And Asha Mudi.
Yeah, I think as young people it's important that we take experiences, we take opportunities as they come to us, and we get those skills and we become the people that we want to be in the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Syed Arif Hussain Qazi. Thank you very much for your input and taking part in this program.
Thank you for including me.
Rashid, thank you very much. Aditya, Haq, Syed, thank you very much. And Fahim, Adam, thank you very much for your and really appreciating and all the best wishes for the future. প্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা কথা বললাম, আজকের টপিক ছিল এম্পাওয়ারিং ইয়াং পিপল। আমরা চাই আমাদের বাচ্চাদেরকে, ইয়াং পিপলদেরকে এম্পাওয়ার করতে, সো দ্যাট দে ক্যান ডু মাচ বেটার ইন দ্য ফিউচার, ইভেন বেটার ইন দ্য ফিউচার। আমরা জানি আমাদের বাচ্চারা ভালো করতেছে, তারপরে দে নিড আওয়ার গাইডেন্স, সাপোর্ট, বাট নট অলওয়েজ ডিকটেটিং দ্য হোয়াট টু ডু। Yeah, they can take risk, they can develop their life skills, at the same time they can think about their future as well. এই প্রত্যাশা আমরা বিদায় নিচ্ছি। ভালো থাকবেন, সুন্দর থাকবেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম, শুভরাত্রি।